Hello and welcome to YJ's yoga channel. We're going to do back bend today, so you will need the roll. How to make the roll for first timer? You take a big towel, bath towel preferably. So you fold it into half, and then from half you fold it into three. So you make a thick strap like this. Okay? And then from one end, start to roll it in very tight, like a sushi roll. I say sushi roll because my roll looks like a it's green in color and it looks like sushi, but you can make your Swiss roll if you want your Swiss roll. So after you do that, take a towel, take a rubber band and wrap it around the towel, and there you have it, around this thick. Alright, before we start the class, good news and bad news. Good news is the circuit breaker in Singapore is going to be over. The bad news is your gym and fitness studio will not be open until phase 2, which according to an infograph, it says it's a few months from now. So I am going to start giving Zoom class. I'm coming up with a schedule to give a Zoom class over the entire period until August, and I'll be charging them. So there will be one class where it's a donation based class that you can just come and play on the mat with me. And I really hope that that will help you tide through the this difficult period until the gym is opened. Alright, let's start the class. Sit up tall and close your eyes. Before that, make sure you got your roll, your strap. It's important to have your strap, and your block. Close your eyes. Start to deepen the breath by bringing the breath down into the center of your core. Feel the bottom ribs spreading sideways. If it helps, you can use your hands to put it against the ribs. Press it against the ribs. Then take a deep inhale and spread your ribs. Exhale, pull belly into its spine. Our intent today is to work with the unknown. So with no expectation of what pose comes next, just enjoy the moment that you have, that you are in the pose. Feel for what's going on in the pose and feeling for what it feels like to just be in the pose and not hurrying into the next one. And when the next one comes, you just go into the next one and do the same thing again. Working with unknown is exciting and it's happening to all of us right now. So let's learn how to work with the unknown on the mat. Turn on your deep Ujjayi breath throughout this whole practice. For those of you who are new to Ujjayi breath, it's a constriction at the back of your throat to not so much to stop the air from flowing inside, but to just block, to minimize the entrance so the air generated will heat up the body. It's also known as the Darth Vader breath because you will sound like Darth Vader as you breathe. Now open up your eyes and come into knee pow. Left foot under, then right foot across. So if you want to get a little bit tighter onto knee pow, you can come out onto your knees and move them together before you sit back down. Have the top of your feet pressing into the ground. Then from here, moving into seated eagle with your right arm on top of the left. Now take a big inhale, lengthen up the spine. And as you exhale, tip forward. Coming into a forward fold. So as you say, breathing into working with the unknown is just to learn how to get comfortable in chaos. So how can you work this pose in a way that you can enjoy being in it and not worrying about where to go next? And gently release and come back up. Now switch the crossing of your legs. And coming into knee power on the other side. So left arm on top of left. Left arm on top of right. Take a big inhale. Lengthen spine. Exhale, come down. And pulling belly in as you come down. Especially for those of us with lower back tweaky people, pulling belly into spine helps support the spine as you come forward into your forward fold. Feel for the broadness across your upper back or your entire back. And then feel the opening in the hips. And gently release, come back up. Now switch. You can either stay in that one or you switch over. Test which leg when you cross over feels tighter. We're going to do the tighter side for one more time. So in my case, my right side is tighter, so I'm going to do my right leg on top of the left. But you might be tighter on the left side, so you do left leg on top of right. And I'm going to do my left arm on top of the right because my left arm is a little bit tighter than the other side. Huge inhale, lengthen spine, exhale to calm down. Again, spreading the breath into your upper back. And exhale to relax your neck and the shoulder area down. And release, come back up. Come into a classical spinal twist, right foot tuck under, left foot step outside of your right thigh. Now take a deep inhale, lengthen up your right arm skywards. Then exhale, hook right elbow outside left thigh, or if that is too tough, you hug your knees in towards the chest. The other arm goes behind you to support your spine here. Huge inhales, lengthen spine, keeping the length in the spine. Exhale, twist and revolve, open the body without using your neck. Feeling instead for the obliques muscle helping you with the twist. Relax your shoulders here. Release and switch the crossing of the legs. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, hook left elbow outside right thigh. I'm going to take a big inhale, lengthen up the spine. Exhale, twist and revolve, open the body without using the neck. feel for the spiraling energy that is inside your spine right now as you twist and revolve open the body. And release, come down onto your back with your roll. Grab the roll and put it in between your thighs. Straighten up the legs towards the ceiling. If this is too much, bend your knees. Interlace your fingers and put it behind the head. Let the head rest onto your palm. Rest your head onto your hands and point the elbows up towards the sky. Here we go. Take a deep inhale into your lower back. Hold breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone and reach both elbows towards left thigh. Pull belly down. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows. Right thigh. Pull belly down. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone. Reach both elbows up skywards. Pull belly down. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. I forgot to say, this is called 3 parts twisting abs with a roll. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows left thigh. Pull belly down. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows right thigh. Pull belly down. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows out skywards. Pull belly down. Huge inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows left thigh. Pull belly down. Huge inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone. Reach both elbows right thigh. Pull belly down. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows up skywards. Pulling belly down towards the spine. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Remove the roll. No, actually keep the roll in between your thighs and come up into bridge with a roll. So from where you are, tuck the tailbone down and lift. Exhale, lift pelvis, torso off the ground. Take a big inhale. Lift chest to face. Exhale, tuck tailbone down, squeeze the roll. Activating feel for the activation in your inner thighs and your feet. Tuck tailbone down, exhale, lower the upper back down, followed by the middle back, then followed by the lower back, and come down all the way. Remove the roll and roll over towards your left. Use your hands to pick yourself back up, coming into your dolphin pose. Come down onto elbows and your knees, grabbing hold of your opposite bicep to measure the distance between your arms. Now if your shoulder has injuries, clasp your hands. If not, you parallel the arms in front of you. Take a deep inhale, spread upper back. Exhale, wrap the shoulders and straighten up your legs into dolphin. Take 3 deep breaths here. Let me shift my mat, because I realize everyone cannot see me. Much better. And exhale, come down onto your knees. Then moving into fresh prep, we do this together. Keep your left forearm down onto the ground and come up onto your right palm. Move your right palm to the middle of the mat. Elbows on top of your wrist. From here, take a deep inhale, spread upper back, lifting in between the shoulder blades. Exhale, turn on your chest and armpit muscle. Straighten up your legs. You'll feel a little bit loop-sided in this pose. Take a deep inhale, press your forearm and your hands into the ground to lift away from your shoulder joint. And exhale, stabilize the weight between your left and right leg. All at the same time, keeping your chest, your armpit muscle really active to hold you up. If not, you're going to go down within seconds. Exhale, lower your knees down. Now switch over towards the other side. Huge inhale, spread upper back. Exhale, turn on chest, turn on armpit, straighten up your legs. Huge inhale, press forearm and hands into ground to lift away from the ribs, joints, shoulder joints. Exhale, equalize the weight by shifting the weight from left to right or right to left. Feeling for what's going on in your hip as well. And release, knees down. Come to the front of the mat. We're moving into B series with 3 pose vignettes. Hands to your heart center. Inhale, chair pose. Butt back, arms up. Scooping the chest open. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, scoop chest forward. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank. Lower through chaturanga. As you come down, pull the shoulders away from your ear and away from the ground. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Lift ribs forward and out. So if you're doing up dog, soften the elbows. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Coming into Eagle Warrior 1. Inhale, left foot forward, in between hands. Coming up into Warrior 1. Exhale, left arm on top of right into Eagle. Huge inhale, lengthen up the spine, scooping the arms forward and up. Exhale, face down towards the bicep. Now in this pose, feel for the openness at the back of your heart and the back of your neck. Breathing in into the brain, especially the areas called the amygdala. So if you don't know where the amygdala is, Google it after this class. The amygdala is a place where your fears and all this emotional reaction is stored. So taking the breath there, allowing you to change. as we work through the unknown. Release and come into easy twisting warrior. Right hand down, left hand up. Huge inhale. Scoop the chest and ribs away from the pelvis. Exhale, roll open the chest, relaxing through the shoulders and your neck here. Coming into twisting warrior. Right elbow, inhale, pick your right arm up, form a fist with right hand. Exhale, right elbow outside left thigh. Left palm into right fist. And from here, take a deep inhale. Press elbow into thigh to lift ribs away from thigh. Exhale, roll open the chest. Huge inhale down into your legs. Don't forget about your legs. Activate them. Exhale, roll open your chest some more, relaxing through your neck. Release, hands down, come into plank pose. Lower your knees down and come all the way down. Coming into prelude to wave dancer. Hands underneath your shoulder. Your feet on top of the mat pressing into the ground. Now activate your inner thighs, your sit bone muscles and your inner ankle. Take a deep inhale, push belly into the ground and lift the ribs off the ground. Just as much as the belly and your ribs, back muscles allows you to go without using your arms. Hands is light. Exhale, come down. Inhale, push belly into ground, lift ribs. Exhale, come down. Inhale, push belly into the ground to lift the ribs. Exhale, come all the way down. Push yourself back into downward facing dog. Eagle warrior one. Right foot forward into warrior one. Exhale, right arm on top of left into eagle. Big inhale. Lift chest away from rib. Lift your ribs away from the hip. Exhale, face down towards bicep. Again, feeling for the openness onto your upper back and the back of your neck. Really reaching in with the breath to the brain. And then coaxing it to release any fear pattern that is stuck inside. Release and come into easy twisting warrior. Left arm down, right arm up. Huge inhale, scoop chest away from pelvis. Exhale, relax through the neck. Release and come into twisting warrior. Inhale, left arm up, form a fist with your left hand. Exhale, left elbow outside right thigh. Palm into fist. Take a deep inhale. Scoop chest away from pelvis. Exhale, press elbow into the thighs to help you roll open your chest some more. Now the entire time feeling for the sides of your obliques, the side obliques working to help you with the twist. Release, hands down, step back to plank. Lower your knees down and grab the roll. Come all the way down. Put the roll in between your belly, in between your ribs and the hip. Then grab the block. Put the block the tall way in between your ankles. Hands underneath shoulder. Wave dancer, stage 2. Activate your sit bone, activate inner thighs, and press the top of your feet into the ground. Now take a deep inhale, push belly into the roll to lift the ribs as high as you can go. Then use your hands to lift into cobra. Exhale, pull the chest forward and down. Inhale, push belly into roll, lift ribs. Use hands, lift chest. Exhale, come down. One more time. Inhale, push belly into roll, lift ribs. Use hands, lift up. Exhale, all the way down. Push yourself back into downward facing dog. Lunge back bend, hands grabbing ankle. Inhale, left foot forward. Lower right knee down, pat right knee. Grab hold of your right foot with both your hands. Now take a deep inhale. Lift chest forward and up. Exhale, relax slightly shoulder blades down the back, not relaxing them. In this pose here, you are feeling for the chest moving forward and up. So if this is too much, you can actually do it with one hand, just working on one shoulder and one hand. So if it feels unstable, you can move your left foot over to the left. Some more, so you can have a bigger foundation for you to work with. Now release from that and come into your lunge back bend with the strap. Grab your strap, make a big loop, forward into 2, and then loop it around the back foot. Lean your weight forward so the hip goes towards the front heel. Pick up the back foot. Then roll your right elbow up skywards. Now some of us can work here and stay here. If you are feeling a little bit stronger, your right arm goes on top and grab hold of, left arm goes on top and grab hold of the right. From here, take a deep inhale. Lift chest, armpit, elbows, hands, and feet up, foot up skywards. Exhale, chest, armpit forward. So all the time you are creating lift in your ribs. At any point of time you feel a pinching pain on your lower back, it's time to back off from the back bend. Focus on the lift. Release and come into twisting lunge. Right arm, inhale, right arm up, form a fist with right hand. Exhale, hook right elbow outside left thigh. Make sure your legs is stacked in 90-90. Inhale, scoop chest away from pelvis. Exhale, roll open your chest. Now take really deep breath into your legs and feel how powerful and strong your legs is as you are doing this twist. Release and unfold the mat. Coming into wave dancer stage 3. Take the roll and put it in between your ribs and your pelvis. And have the block behind you so you can grab hold of the block with the ankle. Now lay over the roll. Now if stage 3 of wave dancer is too much, come back to stage 2 with the hands down. Okay, we'll do one stage 2 before we do a few stage 3 and see how it goes. Now hands underneath shoulder. Take a deep inhale, push belly into the roll. Activate your sit bone, inner thighs, inner ankle. Lift ribs up as much as you can go. Then use hands to lift up. Exhale all the way down. Now coming into stage 3. Inhale, push belly into the roll, lift the ribs, lift your hands. Hands down, lift up. Exhale all the way down. If you need to go back to stage 2, go back to stage 2. Inhale, lift ribs, lift hands. Hands down, lift up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, push belly into roll, lift the ribs. Hands. Hands down, lift up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, push belly into roll, lift the ribs. Lift hands. Hands down, lift up. Exhale all the way down. Let's do one more for every one of us out there. Do not let go of the block in between the ankles. Squeeze onto the block. Return on your inner thighs and your sit bone. Inhale, push belly into the roll, lift the ribs. Hands. Use hands to lift up. Exhale all the way down. Push yourself back into downward facing dog. Lunge, back bend, hands grabbing ankle, right foot forward. Lower left knee down, pat left knee. Now exhale, shift the weight forward into the front heel and lift the left foot up. Grab hold of left foot with left hand or both your hands. Now inhale, lift ribs and chest forward and up. Exhale, shoulder blades down the back. Kicking your foot into your hands. So as we are in this back bend pose, feel for what's going on in your heart. How does working with the unknown feels like for you? Ask your heart. Release, grab the strap, looping the strap around the back ankle. And then coming into your lunge back bend with strap. Move the weight forward again into the front heel, lift the back foot up. Roll your left elbow up skywards. If it is available for you, right hand grab hold of the strap as well. Now from here, take a deep inhale. Lift ribs, armpit, hands up skywards. Exhale, chest, armpit forward. Good time for you to feel your heart. Release. And coming into twisting lunge. Have your knee stacked on top of, have your hip stacked on top of the knee. 90-90 legs. Inhale, left arm up. Form a fist with left hand. Exhale, hook left elbow outside right thigh. Press right palm into fist. Inhale, push belly, not belly, but your elbows into your thigh to lift ribs. Exhale, roll open the chest. Release. Unfold the mat and come down onto bowl over the roll. Now grab your roll and put it in between the belly. You will need the strap. I'll start off on the right side because my right side is facing the camera and it's easier for every one of us to see. Okay, loop the strap around the back ankle. And then grabbing onto your strap. So lay over the roll and grab onto your strap. Make a big loop and loop the strap around the back ankle. Grab onto the strap. Left hand down onto the ground. Roll your right elbow up skywards. Now take a deep inhale. Press left hand into the ground and drag it towards you, lifting left elbow away from the ground. Exhale, send armpit, elbow, hands up skywards. Working on feeling for the openness in your chest, your armpit, and your shoulder. Release the side. Whew. I'll switch over towards the other side. So once you're ready, come up. Inhale, press right hand into the ground and pull it towards you. Exhale, send ribs, armpit, hands, elbows up skywards. Feeling for the openness in the chest region and the armpit region. These are all the important areas that you need for your back bend. Dragging right arms towards you, lifting chest up. And release. Lay over the roll for 3 deep breaths, allowing the roll to come into the belly to massage the internal organs. Release and press back into downward facing dog. lunge heel to butt. Inhale, left foot forward, lower right knee down, pad right knee. Grab hold of your back ankle with one hand or both your hands. Now exhale, pull the heel towards the butt as you sit the hip towards the front heel. So some of you can pull it with one hand, and maybe some of us can use just your right hand to pull it in towards you. So depending on your flexibility, you'll be working this pose a little bit differently. Release. And come into large lunge. Right hand in front of your left foot, just about a one hand distance away, in line with your shoulder line. Now exhale, roll your chest over towards your left hand side, hugging your left thigh towards you. So over here we are feeling for the openness onto the right side of your ribcage, all the way down to the side of your lower back. And sending the back thigh away from you, you'll feel the psoas muscles stretching as well. Now inhale, glide your right ribs out towards the right armpit. And exhale, let go of the neck. Release. And come into pigeon back bend. Hands grabbing ankle. So if you need to put a block underneath your pigeon pose, you put a block underneath your left sit bone. Grab hold of the foot with your right hand. Now you can do this with one hand, or if you are a little bit stronger, you can do it with both your hands. Inhale, lift ribs forward and up. And exhale, kick the foot away from you. So I'm just going to do it with one hand today, because the left side of my body feels a little bit tricky. Release and step back to down dog. Lunge, heel to butt. Inhale, right foot forward, lower left knee down. You can grab hold of the foot with one hand or both hands. Exhale, moving heel to butt. Sitting your weight down towards the front heel. Release and come into your lounge lunge. Left hand down onto the ground, hugging your exhale, roll your chest over towards the right, hugging your right thigh towards you. A huge inhale down to the left side of your body. And just gently feel for what's going on at the left side of your body here. And as you exhale, can you feel for making space between the joints in the ribs? Release and come into pigeon back bend. Left hand grab left ankle or both hands, depending on how strong you are. Inhale, lift wrists forward and up. Exhale, kick the foot into the hand. Just slightly to create a little bit more lift in the chest. gently release. We're moving into your wheel. So non-wheel people, you stay in bridge pose. Let's do this together so we don't waste any time, okay? So lay down onto your back. So bridge people, have your knee on top of your ankle, fingertips can lightly touch your heel. Then arms goes up towards the side of your body, palm facing out skywards. From here, take a deep inhale, scoop into your lower back. Exhale, scoop your tailbone down towards the knee, and lift pelvis torso off the ground. Now, wheel people, hands with fingertips pointing towards the shoulder beside your ear. If you have tighter shoulder like me, you need to move your hands wider. Now on exhale, push the ground away from you and lift up into wheel. So take a deep inhale into your core. And exhale, push into wheel. You can move closer by walking hands inwards to come up. And gently release, come on down. You might need to roll out your wrists if your wrist hurts. Releasing the tension there. Now non-wheel people, you can come down from bridge as well. We're going to do one more time. And then for wheel people, if you want to go a little bit further, if you are doing wheel and you're just fine in wheel, just stay there. If you're going into forearm wheel with me today, watch first. So first you go up into wheel. And from wheel you need to put your head down and walk. One hand behind you, come down onto the elbow. Walk the other hand behind you, come down onto your elbow as well. Now interlace your fingers behind your head. And once you're ready, you can lift up. Press the forearm into the ground to lift ribs and head off the ground. Relax your neck here. And come on down this way. Now if you haven't got that, now bridge people do bridge, wheel people do wheel. And if you want to try that, forearm wheel, give that a try. We'll do it together now. Okay, set up for bridge, everyone. Now once you're ready, scoop tailbone, lift pelvis torso off the ground. Wheel people, hands beside your ear, fingers pointing towards the shoulder. On exhale, push the ground away from you and lift up. Forearm wheel people, crown the head down towards the ground, moving your hands one by one with the elbows down towards the ground, interlace your fingers behind you. Then once you're ready, push the ground away from you and lift up. Into your forearm wheel. Push. And when you're ready, you can come on down. Take a couple of deep breaths here to feel that excitement and the energy that is coursing through you right now. Feeling for how uplifting this energy is. Alright, roll over to your left and roll yourself up. You will need the roll for the next one. We're coming into Cobra push-up with the roll. So grab the roll and put it in between the thighs right up towards your crotch. Make sure the roll doesn't interfere with you hugging tailbone as you come down onto the ground. So once you're ready, lay down over the mat and come down onto the ground. Your hands underneath shoulder. Start by activating your inner thighs and your inner legs. Now all the time pressing your feet into the ground. From here, take a deep inhale. Push belly into the ground, lift ribs. Come up into Cobra. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, push belly into ground, lift ribs up into Cobra. Exhale all the way down. Now do 5 more on your own. How was that? Now you know what's coming. Flip yourself over and come into core. We're just gonna do our normal core. Interlace your fingers and put it behind your head. Let the head rest onto the palm. Wrap the forearm around the head, point your elbows up towards the sky. Now from here, take a deep inhale. Lift head and shoulders up. Hold the breath. Press lower back down, scoop tailbone. Exhale, both elbows towards left thigh, right foot straight up skywards. Pull belly down. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold the breath. Press lower back down, scoop tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right, left foot up, skywards, and pull belly down towards the spine. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold the breath, press lower back down, scoop tailbone up. Exhale, both elbows, left thigh, right foot straight up skywards, pull belly down. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold the breath, press lower back down, scoop tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, right thigh, left foot straight up skywards, pull belly down. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold the breath, press lower back down, scoop tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, left thigh, right foot up skywards, pull belly down. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold the breath, press lower back down, scoop tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, right thigh, left foot straight up skywards, pull belly down. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold the breath, press lower back down, scoop tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, left thigh, right foot straight up skywards. Pull belly down. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold the breath. Press lower back down, scoop tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, right thigh, left foot straight up skywards. Pull belly down. Inhale, come back to the center. Head down, feet down. You guys did a great job. Come into spinal twist. Knees down over towards the left and look over to the right. Exhale, move right arms away from you. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, knees down over to the right, look over to the left. A huge inhale into the side of your body and your lower back. Exhale, move left arm away from you. The whole arm. Release and come into Shavasana. Straighten up the legs in front of you. Let the feet fall out towards the side. Arms by the side of your body, palm facing up skywards. Scoop your shoulders underneath you so you can get your chest open. Feel for your body weight on the ground. You're not reacting to the ground, and you're just simply allowing the ground to carry you. Soften to the facial muscles, the muscles in between the eyebrows, and even the inside of your mouth. If you're not ready to get up, you pause the video and you can get up on your own. And for the rest of us who wants to get up already, begin to deepen your breath. Bringing awareness back onto your arms and your legs. Roll over towards your left and then use your hands to pick yourself back up. Sit up tall, hands to heart center, bow the head slightly down towards your heart. Ask yourself how it feels like to work with the unknown. Especially when things becomes unpredictable. What is your first reaction to it? Is it of insecurity, or do you see the opportunity in front of you? Things will not be the same going forward, and we know it. And it's going to stay around for quite some time as well. So I hope you are able to walk through this unknown with all you can. Thanks for joining me. I bow to light in you. Namaste. Stay safe, and as usual, if you like my class, pass it on to someone else who needs it. Thank you. Bye bye.